Hey everybody, my name is Harley Funk, and I love professional wrestling. I'm guessing you do too, otherwise why else would you be here? This is my very first video. Allow me to apologize in advance. We're very much a work in progress around here. I'm going to need a cool backdrop eventually, hopefully get some wrestling figures or some posters up there. Just give me a reason to start collecting things again. My video editing skills, I'm still just kind of a rookie, so just bear with me. Don't beat the shit out of me too much in the comments. So we've got a ways to go, but what's most important about this channel is the content that you're going to receive. Now, a week from this Sunday, we've got Backlash 2022, so I have decided to start off going through the entire Backlash series, starting with the first one in 1999. And I think this one's a good place to start. We're right here in the Attitude Era. Yeah, Terry Funk said on the first ECW episode, we're going to get better, or something to that extent. And then ECW did get better. So just give me time. Shit's going to pick up around here. Yeah, I'm definitely not a wrestling promoter. Horrible at promoting. What the hell? Anyways. Subject on hand today, like I said, is going to be the very first Backlash, aired on April 25th, 1999. It was held at the Providence Civic Center, in which, you guessed it, Providence, Rhode Island, A in geography for you. Its attendance, 10,939, had a buy rate of around 400,000, which is about exactly half of what they did at WrestleMania 15 month prior. Now, how I plan on kind of doing these things, these reviews, I'll run down the results, we'll discuss the matches, the angles, as we're going along. At the end, I'll go ahead and I'll rank the matches. I'm not going Dave Meltzer style, 5-star, 6-star rating. The ranking is based off of surely just my enjoyment of them. So let's take a look at the results first here. There was 4 matches prior to the pay-per-view that I didn't see. They did air on Heat. The first match, Val Venus and Nicole Bass, they defeated D'Lo Brown and Ivory in 1 minute 43 seconds. Looks like I didn't miss much there. Prince Albert and Droz beat Too Much of Brian Christopher, Scott Taylor, not Scotty Too Hottie, Scott Taylor, in 1 minute and 9 seconds. Kane took out the Big Boss Man in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. A lot of short-ass matches for these pre-show. Viscera beat Test in about 2 minutes and 9 seconds. So yeah, this Heat, I don't feel like I need to rush out there and watch this one, and it really seem like anything stood out. So let's just go straight to the main show, Backlash 1999. We got the Ministry of Darkness, which is the Acolytes, Farouk Bradshaw and Midian, defeating the Brood of Gangrel, Edge and Christian in 11 minutes and 38 seconds. It's a pretty good opening 6-man tag. Edge and Christian, real early in their careers, coming off of a split from the Ministry of Darkness. Stuck with Gangrel. As you know, Christian got whipped and crucified by The Undertaker recently. I love this era of the WWE. So yeah, I mean, this is a good match. I keep thinking Midian looks like Post Malone in a way, so I'm going to have to do a picture side by side to really look at that. Might have just been the whiskey. Who knows? So for the opener, all 6 men, they got the crowd pumped up. There's your basic 6-man formula. Bradshaw gets the win on Christian, clothesline from Hell, after an attack from Viscera. Our second match here is going to be El Snow beating Hardcore Holly for the WWF Hardcore title in 15 minutes and 27 seconds. Here we got a battle of the Tough Enough coaches. Holy shit, this match was fantastic. This really felt like an ECW brawl. In fact, the ECW influence is all over this show, especially this match. We get blood, tables, hockey sticks. We get to visit the backstage area, the parking lot. This just felt all over the place. It was hardcore. A lot of the hardcore title matches ended up turning into like comedy acts. This one actually felt like what the Hardcore Championship should be about. We should bring it back, get rid of this stupid ass 24/7 title. But yeah, love this match. Snow gets the win after hitting Holly in the head with the head. Hit him in the head with the head. This one's worth going through and checking out if you got Peacock, WWE Network, whatever, if you're international. Our third match, we've got the Intercontinental Champion, The Godfather, defeating Goldust in 5 minutes in 22 seconds. Goldust had the Blue Meanie with him. So these are two characters that I absolutely love. Godfather was just charisma all over the damn place. Shit, Goldust and Meanie were too. These guys were all masters of the craft as far as entertaining the crowd. Although I still would have loved to see, the Godfather bring back Papa Shango during this era, because we got the Ministry of Darkness, and I thought Papa Shango making people spit up black stuff would have been really cool in late '99. But hey, you know what? The Godfather was a hell of a character. It's definitely going to be one of those that you always remember from the Attitude Era. Goldust as well. But with all that being said, I've never been really super into the Godfather's matches. I love the character. He's not a bad worker in the ring. I don't know how to explain it. I don't get a whole lot of emotion, I guess, when I'm watching his matches. I don't get that pop feeling. I haven't watched 91 or 92 WWE, whatever, in a while. I don't know how well the Papa Shango matches aged. Or, actually, I haven't really watched the Kama Mustafa matches in a while from Nation of Domination era of them. To know how well they held up. But Godfather as an actual wrestler in the ring is not as interesting to me as Godfather the persona, if that makes any sense at all. So yeah, match wasn't anything great, wasn't offensive. It's kept short at least, with only being a little over 5 minutes. Goldust gets blinded, starts attacking Blue Meanie. This is where I kind of lose a little bit because, blind or not, there's a big goddamn difference between big-ass Godfather and pudgy little Blue Meanie with the cut-off shorts. Godfather hits the pimp drop on Goldust for the win. So that's that. Fourth match. We got the number one contender for the tag team titles. Got New Age Outlaws taking on Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett. Outlaws get the win in 10 minutes and 33 seconds. It's been a long time since I've seen this show. It's actually really been a long time since I've watched anything from this era. Probably a good 2-3 years or so. So it's been actually really cool seeing some of these wrestlers again. I legit got excited when the New Age Outlaws came out. It's like I was back in high school again, senior year. So yeah, I love me some Outlaws. Shit. Should I do it? I debated with myself during this match on if I was going to make an ass out of myself on the internet, which, well, I guess I kind of already am. But yeah, this is my first video. Fuck it, man. We're going to make an ass out of ourselves today. This will only happen one time, folks. One time and one time only. So are you guys ready? I really don't have a microphone in here, though. Let's see what we got. I got an idea. You guys ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly presents to you its soon-to-be Tag Team Champions of the World, Road Dogg, Jesse James, the Badass, Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. Now, if that doesn't get me at least one subscriber or even one like, fuck you guys. Alright, back to the tag match. My excitement kind of went to sadness a little bit. Still happiness, I guess, but it's a tag team of Jeff Jarrett and one of my all-time favorites, taken from us way too soon, Owen Hart, very tragic way. Watching this match, I just feel like we were robbed of that man. His family, obviously, selfishly, us wrestling fans, we could have had so many more memories, matches in the future with him. Yeah, his death, it still stings to me. Eddie too, Brody as well. I mean, a lot of bad deaths, but Owen brought back a lot of memories when this match came on. And as the match got on, I was like, holy shit, Owen Hart is crisp in this ring, like legendary style crisp. In fact, all four men in this ring know exactly what the hell they're doing. This is just a masterclass match in tag team wrestling. It's not about getting the 1,000 or 1,001 moves in as like some of the tag team wrestling nowadays does. Everything's a lot more move based, obviously, currently. Wrestling's supposed to be about telling a story. These four guys are storytellers. And Road Dogg, this dude was just the absolute perfect showman in the ring. Such a contrast from his brothers. Armstrong family, though, still great wrestling family. Love to discuss some of the Armstrong stuff in the future. But yeah, these four men, they know exactly what they were doing in the ring. Owen Hart eats a famouser. New Age Outlaws win the match. Yeah, this one is definitely worth going back and checking out. Great match. Great tag match. Fifth match in, we got Mankind beating the Big Show in the Boiler Room Brawl, 7 minutes and 40 seconds. This one, pretty short, for the most part, pretty simple. Wasn't as epic as that Undertaker Mankind Boiler Room Brawl that was in, SummerSlam 96. We did get some juice coming out of Big Show's head in this. I'm not sure how that came out. But I said earlier about the ECW influence. This felt a little bit similar to like that ECW influence I was talking about. The hardcore matches here are actually feeling kind of hardcore. They're being played seriously, which is nice. This match, we get steam, we get tables, we get pipes, we get Mr. Sacco. Yeah, so, I mean, all sorts of hardcore shit. Mankind, of course, by the rules of the Boiler Room Brawl, escape the room first. He gets the win. Test and Big Boss Man attack him after the match. Big Show fights him off. So yeah, the match was okay. It wasn't horrible. Wasn't the best hardcore match on the card though. But yeah, I mean, this wasn't bad. If you want to see the Boiler Room Brawl, the better one, go back to SummerSlam 96. The sixth match here. We've got Triple H defeating X-Pac in a very, very long-ass 19 minutes and 19 seconds. Might as well have been 19 hours. This show's really kind of starting to die for me at this point. We've got the long, tight Triple H, the Corporation, and X-Pac. This match painfully slow for 20 minutes. The neck work on X-Pac just seemed to last forever. The match, it was slow. It was plotting. The finish confused me. This just never kicked it into the next gear. Kane gets involved in the match. He chokeslams Triple H and then just leaves. Minutes later, Pac gets a Bronco Buster in on Chyna, but then he turns around right into a pedigree and loses the match. I mean, literally just 2 minutes after the Kane interference. So what was the actual purpose of the Kane interference if it wasn't going to influence the finish 2 minutes later? I don't understand. It's a weirdly booked finish. Very anticlimactic. This whole match was. These two men, how well they know each other, could have put something together. They had 19 minutes to work with. They could have built to something, and this match just never really built to anything. The seventh match. Undertaker defeating Ken Shamrock in 18 minutes and 50 seconds. And WWE, you're messing with me. You're messing with my emotions. You're messing with my patience. Whatever. I just sat through a 20-minute boring-ass X-Pac Triple H match for you. And now you're giving me Shamrock and Undertaker in a submission hold borefest for almost another 20 minutes. You have taken away 40 minutes, almost 40 minutes of my life. I love this version of the Taker. Ministry of Darkness. I do think this is probably my favorite faction of all time, outside of like the Horsemen and Evolution and the Oddities. But yeah, I love the Ministry of Darkness. This match, holy shit. I was bored with the network in the last match. I think I actually got on my phone and paid some bills for fun during this one. And I placed the blame on Shamrock. It's not Undertaker's fault. Shamrock's never been an exciting worker for me. He's never really truly connected for me. I never really cared for his style. I didn't like the whole screaming Shamrock stuff. Undertaker tried to play to the style of Shamrock a little bit. Because as we know, Undertaker loves his MMA. So I think he was like, cool, I could toss up some MMA moves with Shamrock for 20 and this will be fun. Dude, it was not fun. Oh, it was a straight ground-based style leading into a tombstone piledriver finish, which is supposed to be your main pop. Undertaker getting the win. Kind of a waste of Taker here, waste of a match, and wow, they just slowed the pace of this show down to a halt. But we're off to the main event now, match number 8. WWEF champion Steve Austin defeats The Rock. No holds barred match. Shane McMahon's your special guest referee. Time of the match is about 17 minutes and 7 seconds. So, Attitude Era isn't exactly my favorite era of the WWE. Like I said, it's been a while since I've revisited it. About 2 or 3 years ago was probably the last time I really went through the whole section of the Attitude Era. The McMahon family drama stuff did not age as well as I would have liked it to. Yeah, there's some stuff that the McMahon stuff that's just damn cringeworthy. But granted, I mean, the McMahons, they all do fantastic in their roles. I'm not saying they didn't. Every one of those McMahons, except maybe Linda, really played their characters well, especially Vince. Vince is an all-timer, straight classic. But the problem is I just hate the fact that a lot of the McMahon bullshit took over a lot of the shows completely. Go fast forward 2 years into 2001 and the McMahon stuff with Trish Stratus. I'm just going to dread going through that garbage again. So yeah, the McMahon crap, it dragged the match down for me. I love Austin. I love The Rock. Top 10 wrestlers of all time for me, probably. Their matches, I don't know. They never really truly connected with me, though, even though I like both performers. I was actually in attendance at WrestleMania 17 in Houston. Greatest WrestleMania of all time, by the way. And even that match still kind of felt a little short for me because always seemed to be a whole lot of McMahon, other garbage kind of floating around into the storyline with the two of them. So I think this match suffered a little bit because there was the 2 hardcore matches prior with the hardcore championship match with Snow and Hardcore Holly and the Boiler Room Brawl. This one took to the stands a little bit, tried to play a little hardcore, but I think the other 2 kind of hit that hardcore aspect a little bit better. I did like the actual finish of this match with Stone Cold hitting The Rock with a smoking skull belt. Gigallos has back, hitting the stunner for the win. Vince had to hand the smoking skull title over to Austin. So yeah, I like some of that stuff. But don't rush out to seek this match out or anything like that, I guess. So yeah, that's Backlash from 1999. I thought the undercard was pretty good, actually. But it started to run into some issues, mainly with the 2 matches there. The Shamrock Undertaker match, Triple H Xbox match. That really slowed down the pace of the show, almost to a halt. But overall, not a bad pay-per-view. Let's look at the rankings of the matches now. Last place, I'm going to go ahead and give the number 8 spot to Ken Shamrock and The Undertaker. 7th place, X-Pac and Triple H. 6th place, going with the Godfather and Goldust match. Number 5, Mankind and Big Show in the Boiler Room Brawl. Number 4, Steve Austin and The Rock, your main event. Number 3, opening 6-man tag with the Brood and Acolytes and Midian. Number 2, New Age Outlaws against Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett. Great tag match. But your top spot for the night, Al Snow versus Hardcore Holly for the hardcore title. Now, if I had saw the match card before actually watching this show and just giving out some predictions, I don't think I would have ever guessed that I would have liked Al Snow and Hardcore Holly as much as I actually did. So, them getting the top spot, never saw that coming. So anyways, thanks for checking the video out. Please subscribe to this channel. I plan on having a lot of kick-ass wrestling content coming out from all eras of wrestling. Recent, retro, indie, Japan, Mexico. Shit, I watch it all. And plan is right now, WrestleMania Backlash 2022 is a week from Sunday. Like I said, I plan on going through all 16 of these bad boys before next Sunday, reviewing all the backlashes leading up to WrestleMania Backlash. It's a hell of a task. I want to see how much I can actually get done, so I'm actually not going to promise you all the backlashes are going to be done by a week from Sunday. I'm going to try like hell. We'll get done as many as we can, and then if we got to revisit the Backlash series next year, so be it. So anyways, hit the subscribe button, keep up with the content, hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Remember, I did do a Road Dogg impersonation earlier. That should give me something. Don't be heartless. I'll see y'all next time.